One of the greatest mysteries about the universe is that myriads of stars are not scattered around evenly in space. Instead, they prefer to group into galaxies, just like people prefer to get together in cities or countries. Galaxies are classified as spiral, elliptical, flat, and scientific. Rudn, scientific galaxy. Each year, we witness ecosystems getting less and less beneficial to humans. In order to assess deterioration rate and possibly mitigate its impact, agricultural scientists apply remote probing techniques to arable lands and monitor vegetation. As they fly drones and use satellites to perform remote probing, the researchers map the areas while looking at how landscape change over time, how well crops and photosynthetic surface of forests feel, what the mineral composition is, and how contaminated ecosystems are at large. Agriculture. Vegetation monitoring is performed using a pre-toker, a tool designed to analyze sap flow, trees' inclination, and overall maturity. Remote probing supplies data to be used to improve soil fertility, while vegetation monitoring results help preserve the forest cover area. Both are necessary for operational decision-making in ecosystem management. Chemistry. Resistance that tumor cells exhibit to chemotherapy poses a radical challenge to cancer treatment. This is partly due to proteins known as efflux pumps, leaving the affected cells reluctant to be cured and expelling the drugs injected in them. Our chemists have obtained an organic heterocyclic compound, a synthetic analog of lamerillin alkaloid contained in Indonesian shellfish, that can inhibit or reverse efflux pumps' action. The drug can be produced in a lab. It allows to keep within the dosage of the drug administered under chemotherapy, making the treatment safer and more efficient. Engineering technologies. When conventional methods like stamping or casing are applied in making pump turbine parts, shafts, and gas turbine engine blades, their cost price rises exponentially, driven by their complex inner structure. It is far less costly to restore such parts rather than make them anew, using an innovative smart 3D printing technique. Production engineers' task is to select the best fitting process and temperature to make 3D printing as much automated as possible. The direct energy deposition technique involves a laser module and powder feeding. At one point, a laser beam meets a powder jet, resulting in the powder melting, falling onto the metal surface, solidifying into a 100 micrometer thick layer, and finally getting covered with another layer. Laser treatment improves the metal's hardening features, making it harder and more durable, thus also reducing the cost price by an order of magnitude. Physics. In modern science and technology, hard X-rays are widely used, with a shorter wavelength about a fraction of nanometers. In such X-rays, one can carefully study the structure of cells, viruses, the structure of proteins and solids, DNA, individual molecules. Powerful sources of these rays are large and complex devices, synchrotrons, free electron lasers, belonging to the category of megascience. However, there's a wide need for compact X-ray sources. Physicists have developed such desktop-sized sources based on the effect of cyclotron resonance in plasma, which is able to accelerate electrons to megavolt energies without using high voltage. Such sources are safe, practical, and although inferior in brightness and power to huge synchrotrons, They have their advantages in terms of compactness, reliability, and ease of handling, which opens up wide opportunities for their practical rather than purely scientific applications. Math. The amount of data generated, processed, and transmitted is rapidly growing every second. But the problem about big data lies not so much in the volume as in finding the right tools to use. Today, we have more and more applications and devices requiring continuous data transmission. Here belong car-installed transmitters, transponders, and GPS trackers, providing information on road condition, facilitating toll and parking payments. They ensure traffic safety while not involving direct participation of the driver as they run. Our mathematicians developed a mobile network algorithm adjusting the data transmission rate based on traffic intensity and calculating the required number and location of base stations. The new algorithm used while planning the network layout will allow to determine the data transmission rate to be provided for the vehicles in the coverage area, and therefore to decide what equipment to use best for that purpose.